no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether they're... The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will start this game off with the football. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, and keep this drive rolling.
Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly...
Get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Martin. Finds a little bit of space. Gets 3 to the 22. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Might as well stick with him. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll give it to the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got a man. It's Howard. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. This time he's got it. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice game. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Caught over the middle. It's Howard.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but man, it keeps that DB off balance.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hit hard just as he released it on first down. He just couldn't get it to the receiver.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his hands.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like he is the bell cow.
Max going for the goal line. And he... Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Sweet cut there.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off and when to pitch it and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Williams will pass. Gets open down the middle.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got him. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Finds a tight end. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Second down coming up. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Makes the grab on the left. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking to pass. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Utah is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Utes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Give to the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They feed him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw great effort on that last play.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moves to change impossible. And the Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Sets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Williams looking for a man. Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Huskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. And this one splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut them out there and let them stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Off play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, third and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's got his man across the middle. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams will pass. He'll take a shot. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. They stop him at the 21. to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a second and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Novak. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. He's got an open man, and he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Novak. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go. Inside, he tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 9-yard field. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Williams looking for a man. Working that left side now. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And a really nice setup here to take a shot if they want. 3 receivers to the right. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Huskers are facing 3rd and inches. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. No return coming here. Fair catches. Made just shy of the 30. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Novak. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Offense lining up quickly. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Catch in the middle, it's Howard. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime up. And the Huskers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Hayes. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. And nobody able to feel bounds. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Lawrence. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. Looking for a deep man. Makes the catch at the 20. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Just feeds the running back. Turning it on! Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. It'll be 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He was looking for some running room, but not at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Spins away from the defense. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The black shirts looking to this crowd. They're after him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's home into the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And listen, that's why I love why they're not abandoning the run game. I know they're trailing right now, but it doesn't mean you got to quit on it. And they've had success running it on this drive. And I think because of that, you go play action on 3rd down, you freeze the linebackers, you're able to get that completion, you keep this drive going, and give yourself an opportunity to get back in this one.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Penn State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The running back has it. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's...
Breaks into the open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. You know, Eric Crouch might be the fastest Husker quarterback I've ever seen. until now.
And that's a big compliment. But you watch just the burst. Take off from the quarterback spot. Be a threat. Defenses are so annoyed when you got a quarterback that can take off and put yourself in a bind like this.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll keep it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Husker!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. I know he thinks he can house every return. Just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Makes the grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him. And he gets the sack.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
How about the effort by the running back? Great job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that, and it's 3rd in eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation. He almost climbed out of it single-handedly. Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cornhuskers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Unloads it left. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it stacked up to start this drive. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Schuster. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the 1st down.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Plucks it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Williams will pass. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. Almost popped free on the screen, but he stopped short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll get him corralled and down at about... Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to... Turning it on! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They ran it on first down, now on second. Takes a handoff. It's Hayes. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on third down. It's 56 yards out from here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Picks up the first down, still moving. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And, guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Well, you don't see this very often, so much for fighting till the bitter end as they will concede defeat. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Penn State.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. It's good. And now they take the lead. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. That's a reason why they're